Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. For sure.
It's the champ. Got it done, baby. Joshua, I'm coming, I promise. You can run too for so long, for so far. I'm coming. What you say, I'm coming for the old.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, if you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo, and the Patreon family. We are working. Now, the kid is still out here in Brooklyn. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. I had a phenomenal trip. I had a great time out here, and it was punctuated by yesterday's fights at the Barclays Center. Electric crowd. Main event delivered a brutal knockout, which we're going to talk about. I enjoyed the Sean Porter Granados. Amanda Serrano got a knockout. Dominic Brazil stopped his man. So it was good fights. All around good card. Spoke with the Charlo brothers. More content on that coming soon. And Jamal said he's at 160. If you feel him the best and I feel him the best, there's one way to settle it. So 2018, I think, is going to be a continuation of this year. Let's talk about, speaking of continuation, the heavyweight division. Now, Wilder made an emphatic statement, right? He knocked out Bermane Stiverne, who was talking some cash shit. He was like, I don't care if you die, if that's what it takes for me to get the belt, but I will reclaim the belt, and I feel better than ever. The first fight, I was sick, and I had dehydration issues or whatever. Now I'm good, and you done fucked up. You've been trying to duck me. You saying, oh, you're on a 2-year layoff, so that should be to your advantage. Stop crying. And Wilder went out there and put on a show, and it's now a trending topic. Everybody's making memes and videos. I just seen Haha Davis did a voiceover of the knockout, and it's just everyone's talking about it. And see, this is the thing, is I know for a fact that some of these different Instagram sources, because I follow them, they don't cover boxing. They're not like Boxingego or whatever other channel where they're constantly talking about boxing, like every little fight. They're not like, oh, did you see Bivol knockout? He's a real player at light heavyweight. That's for us, the hardcore fans. So that lets you know that certain knockouts, certain fights, it kind of transcends just the world of boxing, which is good for the sport of boxing because it brings in new audience members. You know what I mean? If you see Wilder knock out someone that crucially, then you might, who's this Bronze Bomber fella? Let me check his next fight out if you hear his name come up. And the heavyweight division has been a staple division in boxing, especially in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, right? And now we're getting back where we're making good fights. Now listen, I've been very vocal. I haven't changed what I said. Wilder versus Joshua, despite who I think would win, is a good fight. And may the best man win. If you are in the way as a fan and making excuses for why the fight should happen later than sooner, then you're a part of the problem in my eyes with boxing. Because what fan, if you're just purely a fan, I'm not talking about you're a promoter or you don't want to see this guy lose or whatnot. If you're a true boxing fan, why would you not want to see that? That's like not wanting to see like a Mayweather versus Pacquiao, two of the best fighters in their respective generation, in their respective divisions. Why would you not want to see that? And you've seen the clip at the beginning. I spoke with Wilder immediately after his knockout, his press conference. The man, what more do you want from him? He's charismatic. He's talking apart. He got the little southern drawl and the accent. He's clearly a power puncher. Very strong guy, right? He had the Frank Lucas mink. So he, you know what I mean, he came with some swag, did his hair different, braids. You know what I'm saying? He just switches it up on people. And he's delivering entertainment and excitement. I mean, just little stuff like, one of my favorite parts of the fight last night was when he stood over Stiverne after he knocked him down, and he had his hands at his waist, like he's a cowboy in the Wild West or something, like he's about to draw. You know how they see who could draw the quickest? He was standing over him like the Predator or something. And to me, that's entertaining. That's like kind of that WWE type of thing, and that's great for the heavyweight division. So if you're standing in the way of this fight, I really don't think you're a true fan. I don't see how you can be, because who wouldn't want to see it? You look at Joshua, 20 fights, 20 knockouts. You look at Wilder, I think he has 39 wins and 38 knockouts. And the only guy that went the distance, he just knocked him out brutally in the first round when he just went 12 rounds when they fought a couple years ago. So I think the time is now. The fans have to pressure it and not let up, not just accept mandatories or this and that, because why wouldn't a unification supersede a mandatory? And to me, the thing that's Wilder's doing the right thing, won impressively, handled the mandatory. To me, he showed adjustments because you just went 12 rounds with the guy and then you blew him out in the second fight and made it look easy. You know what I mean? A guy who hadn't been the most active and stuff like that, and you showed your improvements and how you weren't going to let him back into the fight. So everything he said before fight, he made good with his promises. So to me, I think the timing is now, and Wilder's doing the right thing because he keeps calling out Joshua repeatedly. And I heard people, I was at the Barclays, a lot of people, I'm not going to relegate it just to the UK, but that's where I've seen it from. A lot of UK fans is they were saying Wilder's not a big name, he can't sell in America. Listen, the Barclays was turned. I'm everywhere, you ain't never there. So if you see, this is the thing, this is the bullshit about the game, is people don't want to be honest and they don't want to cite sources. How can you be in the UK and some of y'all have never even been to America? You don't know any of the 50 states, you don't know how it's set up, you don't know the culture, anything, and you're telling Americans what's going on. Oh, no one knows Wilder. What are you talking about? Like, at the Barclays, I was there yesterday, I'm still in Brooklyn, and people were like, man, that knockout. Broner was hyped, Danny Jacobs, you know what I mean? Everybody, the regular fans, they were like, man, Joshua gotta fight him. That's what they were saying. But it's funny to me that I see people from the UK or whatever, and they're saying, oh, no one knows Wilder in America. How do you know? You don't even live here. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So again, if you're a real boxing fan, I don't see who wouldn't like a heavyweight fight like Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. Why would you not want to see that? Holyfield versus Tyson. Who doesn't want to see those fights? So I think Wilder's doing the right thing. You've seen that exclusive little Instagram story clip with him, and he said, Joshua, I'm coming for you. And I feel like the pressure is going to start mounting where Joshua and his team, they're going to have to start approaching the situation. Wilder doesn't seem like he's willing to go easy where you could just sweep him under the rug. The demand is going to get greater and greater, especially if Wilder keeps knocking people out and keeps up with the call out. So wanted to give my updated thoughts on Wilder Joshua, but that's what Wilder said. He said, I'm coming for you. Basically, there's only so long you could hide, and the fight's ready made. I don't care what no one's talking about. And the other thing is, Wilder said, if the deal's right, you know what I mean, if it makes sense, I'll travel to the UK. He said I was going to go to Russia to fight Povetkin. And to me, no disrespect to Russia, but I think there's more politics you would have to worry about in Russia than the UK. And I think there's politics you have to worry about in the UK too, but I'm just saying Russia, you never know decision-wise. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off.